Hello everyone, welcome to our live at lunchtime. We're so happy to have you with us. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I just want to say that this is a very exciting day because Friday is officially National I Love Horses Day. Awesome. I had no idea they had a day like that, so that makes me very happy. So because we don't do our live on Friday, we're doing it today. So we're celebrating our National I Love Horses Day today with you all. So hopefully you guys will chime in on what you love about horses. We'll tell you what we love about horses. And we're going to be spending some time with the Spice Girls today. So we have Cindy and Kelly. They are both rescued PMU mares. And if you don't know what that is, it stands for pregnant mare's urine. They were used in that industry, and they had a pretty rough background. So now they're living a happy life here. They may or may not come up to the camera because they do have very good memories and unfortunately still have some emotional scars from that. So they might come up, they might not, and that's okay. I have a whole picnic basket for them, ready for them to go if they want it. Hopefully this will entice them to come over and meet you guys. And we also have Rose, who is a rescued thoroughbred. And she raced 5 times, then retired. She ended up in a place that really just couldn't handle her and was going to be sold at auction. And that's when we stepped in and rescued her, and now she's here. So that just gives you a little bit of background about these girls. They're absolutely beautiful, wonderful mares, and all great friends. I'm hoping that one of them will join us for lunch because that's what I wanted to do, is have lunch with the horses. We even made homemade cookies for them, horse cookies, which are simple. They're made from oats and molasses and apples and carrots and flour. So hopefully they'll come on over. And we're here with Morgan today. Morgan is the Assistant Equine Care Manager here at Equine Advocates. And let's hope they come over and eat with us.
Thank you so much for having me, by the way.
Of course,
I'm glad to celebrate National I Love Horses Day because I've been doing this since I was about 3 years old. So it's definitely something that I'm happy to celebrate and honored to be here.
That's awesome. Awesome. So Morgan, why don't you start? Why don't you tell us what you love about horses?
I love that they have such a good memory, and it helps with their connections to not only their herd, but to the people around them. So some of them might have emotional scars in relation to human faces, but when it comes to them coming here and finding their friends, they always have that memory of their friends and they want to be around them. So horses having that great memory is what makes them special to me, because they never forget a face and they never forget people that were kind to them or bad to them, unfortunately, but they always remember, and that's what makes them special.
That's awesome. I love that. I also agree. I think it's, I've loved horses ever since I've been a little girl. I just feel so comfortable I could probably live out here and be fine.
Yeah, yeah.
So I could go, whoop, that's okay. Sure.
No problem.
It's breaking up a bit. Let me see if I can fix this.
Perfect. This location, usually the signal.
Mm.
Perfect. Doing an amazing job.
All right. For anybody, if it was breaking up a little bit, hopefully I just fixed it.
All right.
Perfect.
So anyway, I could go on and on and on about how much I love horses and all these wonderful things about them. I mean, I can't think of one negative thing.
No.
Really, I really can't. About horses, I just love them so much. I love their smell. I love what they offer to humanity, their companionship, their loyalness, their beauty, their strength, their majesty, just everything. They're amazing, smart animals. And hopefully you all will get a chance to connect with an equine at some point in your life and build a relationship, because there is no greater experience. So hopefully you guys can do that as well.
Yes.
But before I give horse facts, which I have a whole bunch I can give you, I would love it if you guys would chime in and tell us what you love about horses, and maybe ask us any questions, and if not, I will move on with some facts.
Well, I would definitely like to share why I love horses.
Yes.
Behind the camera, if you can hear me.
Perfect.
I love them. Honestly, the big thing that jumps out to me first is just how beautiful they are. Like, they're just so strong. Like, their bodies are just so beautiful.
Yes.
I feel safe when I'm next to them. And sometimes that almost might feel like, well, they're such like a large creature and they're so strong.
Yep.
You know, at first some people might say, oh, I don't know if I feel safe. I do. I can stand next to them and feel just like safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it.
Yeah. That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah,
That's
I agree
great.
with that. You know, we have Zach, he's the largest horse on this property, and he's probably one of the horses that I feel the safest standing next to because he's so gentle with children, with people, with other animals. He's just so gentle. So that, to play off what you were saying, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
That's a good one.
Well, that actually brings me to a really cool fact. If nobody's jumping in with questions, do we have any questions out or any statements?
No.
Okay.
Everybody who's watching, whether you grew up around horses or just love them for whatever reason, we'd love to hear why you guys love horses.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In the meantime, I'll throw out some facts because what you guys were saying actually leads me to one of my most favorite facts about horses is that they can hear your heartbeat from 4 feet away.
Wow.
And in the wild, that helps them to survive because they synchronize their heartbeats. They also have an ability to lower a human's heart rate, which I'm going to do an experiment with that sometime soon. But
I would love to see that, actually. Yeah,
because I have a very high heart rate. So I have my guess is that the reason I feel so calm around horses is that they have that ability to lower my heart rate. We'll see if that's true. I don't know. That's my guess. Yeah. But I just think that's an amazing fact. And the fact that they can read human emotion, they can read facial expressions very well, and that they have a great memory. It's just amazing to me. I think it's absolutely amazing. And they're such sensitive animals.
Energy is everything when working with them. Specifically, when I walk into field with some of our horses that are, they've been abused and neglected, keeping a low head or coming in not so like if I was running around and came into a field, it's more likely a horse would be a little on guard. Like, why are you breathing heavy? Is there danger around? But if I come into a field and maybe my heart rate is low, like you said, my breath is low, my body position is very calm. They usually will walk up to me and interact with me and want treats or love or affection. So
absolutely,
those are some great facts.
Yeah, it's really amazing. And I think when you learn to communicate the way a horse communicates and you learn their language, it's super important because then you can understand them better. You know why they're behaving the way they're behaving. Right. They shouldn't have to speak our language. We need to come down and speak their language.
Right,
so
exactly.
I think it's really cool. So I have a whole bunch of horse facts. I know a lot of these, but I like having them in front of me, so I'm just going to read some off to you that I found interesting.
I might learn something new today, too.
Yeah, there's always something to learn about a horse, let me tell you. So horses can sleep both lying down and standing up. They can only lie down for short periods of time. They're not supposed to lie down for long periods of time. Their legs are made for that. They have a locking joint in their knees, and that way they don't fall over. They can run shortly after birth. I don't know if you guys know, but a male horse is called a gelding or a stallion. And a mare is called, a female is called a mare. A young male horse is called a colt. A young female horse is called a filly. And I have yet to work with a young horse. I would love to at some point in my life. Yeah.
They're so much fun. They're spunky, though.
I'm sure they are.
They are spunky, and they get into trouble, but they're so adorable. And it's nice to see them grow, almost like a little baby. It's nice to see them grow up and explore and be so curious. So
yeah,
awesome.
That's like one of my dreams, like goals for the future. So
yeah, it's a good one.
Jane commented and told us why she loves horses.
Wonderful, let's hear it.
Awesome.
Jane says she loves horses for their grace as they move doing anything.
Yep.
That's very true. They are very graceful.
They are. They're gorgeous.
That is very true.
That's I agree with you, Jane.
She also asked if we could talk more about their ear movements. Do we want to try to find one of these girls?
Yeah, let's try it. Let me see if I can coax Rose. Let's see if I can coax Rose out. She really likes...
They're in their stall.
Yeah.
Yes.
She really likes alfalfa. This is what this is, and let's see if I can coax her out. Where is she? Is she in her stall? She didn't come out, did she?
So to play on ear movements, if we want to talk a little bit about that, usually ears forward means alert, looking, curiosity, and then ears back, if we didn't know, ears back means stay away. That's a warning usually, or them just saying how they don't like something. Sometimes ears pinned back can be like a form of aggression, but sometimes it can also just be a form of like telling you that they don't like something.
Yep.
So not necessarily aggression, but putting boundaries in place.
Yep.
But you know, they
absolutely.
can't say I don't like something, so they show you in their ears and their body language, as
Yep.
far as like the way they stand with their legs too.
Hi, girly. Want to come out and say hi?
So curiosity.
Yes. And they have 10 muscles in their ears, and they can rotate them 180 degrees. So whatever their ears are pointed towards is what they're focusing on.
Yep.
Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Don't be shy.
So
Usually
Rose
Rose
is the
isn't
lead.
shy.
Yeah, she's the lead mare. So you can see she's curious about what
Come here.
Michele here has in her hands,
here.
but she's also listening to her girls to see if they're at all curious as well,
Come
and
here.
what's going on around us.
Come here.
Let's see. Will you take a cookie?
She doesn't like the cookies. She doesn't like the cookies I made. Can you believe that?
Look. She's
We'll
like,
have to try it on
it's
some
nice,
others.
but try again.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, no thanks. It's hot out here today. The bugs are out, so that could be why they don't want to come out.
Here, let's see if
This
maybe...
is Cindy. Cindy might not want to come out, but I can try. I'm kneeling because it's less intimidating for them.
Oh, Michele, that's Kelly.
Oh, that's Kelly?
This one's
Oh, that's
Cindy.
Cindy.
Yep.
This is Kelly. Hi, Kelly. I don't think she'll take anything from me, but maybe. Want to try it? She does. This is a little different, I think.
Oh, Cindy likes your cookies.
Does she? Oh, right. Somebody likes the cookies.
I tossed it over to her and she ate it that way. Here, let's see.
You like the cookies?
Oh yeah, she's like, that's nice.
Yay. I'm glad you like the cookies. Rose didn't like them.
So if you see the licking,
Try
the
that?
chewing, the wiggling of the lip, that's just her also releasing endorphins because she's a little happy that she got some treats. So
Hi, sweet girl. What'd you think?
So what are the cookies made of again?
They're made with oats, molasses, a little bit of flour, cut up apple, and carrots.
ooh,
Yep.
wow, that's a nice little concoction.
yummy.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd eat that myself.
You want this? No? Maybe?
Another reason to love horses, you can make them treats.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Spoil them.
Yes.
Oh, it's fun to spoil them.
And one beautiful thing about working here is that we give our horses the option whether or not they want to really interact with us, other than obviously doing the normal routine vaccinations. So I like that these girls have been able to retire here because, you know, they get to choose whether or not they can interact with us or feel comfortable, and it's not really forced.
Yep.
So I'm glad that they got to be in a place like this where they can settle down and kind of be themselves, which they didn't get the chance to do that before.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, and I think you bring up a good point. Really, any horse, whether you're training them, whatever you're doing with them, they should not be forced
Right.
to do anything. They
Right.
should be taught. You should be patient, but
Right.
never forced.
right,
Because what does that teach them, really?
right.
Do you want this, girly girl? She says, how about some more cookies? I might take more cookies.
Yeah, I'll go grab a couple more for
You want
her.
more cookies? So did you know that horses have the largest eyes of any land mammal? I thought that was pretty cool. And they actually, I've been studying how they see. Now they have dichromatic vision, which means it's likely that they see, thank you.
No problem.
It's kind of like someone who is red-green colorblind.
Right.
So they see a lot of blues and yellow hues, but they don't see the red. So I probably look like I have a gray shirt on to them. You want this, girly girl? Here, honey.
So thank you.
Yeah, that's what she wanted. Here,
She's like, if you throw it, I'll eat it.
here, babies. Want to try? You want to try? No? Okay. There you go. Now, horses, if you notice, she didn't know where it was right away, and that's because they have a blind spot there. They can't see what they're eating. They feel with their lips and with the whiskers.
Right, right.
And their sense of smell, obviously.
Yes. She's looking
Right?
for more.
Do you want more?
Those
Come
are
here,
so
babies.
good.
I can't
So
give you
Michele
too much.
is like a very skilled chef, apparently. She can make these awesome treats. Usually at a store, you'll probably pay arm and a leg for treats
Yeah.
like this, and they're loving them, and they're healthy,
Yep.
and they're
And they're very
100%
simple
natural.
to make. Yep, and there's all sorts of different things you can make. She knows you have them.
Yeah. I can like break them down into little pieces too.
Yeah, we don't want to give them too many treats because they can get sick. So,
Yes.
right, girly? Oh, her lip is starting to jiggle. She's like, all right, I guess this isn't half bad.
Yeah, she's like, this is kind of nice. So we have a nice lick and a chew. That means that she's starting to relax. Her head position is always really important as well. I mean, we're lower, so she wants to be kind of at our level, see what we're doing. But that's also a good thing because she's usually a pretty nervous mare. And look at that. Now she's taking food from you, so she's starting to relax and trust us a little bit more, and that's a good thing. I'm glad you guys got to see that.
Yeah.
And this is why we love them so much.
Absolutely. What a good girl you are, huh?
They have different backgrounds, different personalities.
They do.
Just like all of us.
That's right. That's right. Hi, baby girl. Hello, baby girl. You smell me? Good girl.
Oh, sweet girl.
Good girl. Oh, she's seeing my papers rolling around. I better go retrieve them before it scares her.
Now here come all the rest of the girls.
There you go.
Oh, you're going to come out? Yay.
Where's Rosie? Here she comes.
That wind blowing their manes.
So Rose, I shouldn't say Rosie. Rose has a fly mask on. She gets bothered by some of the flies a little bit. Will you try it?
Anybody else want some?
But we put one on her because she's just a little more sensitive. So some horses are a little more sensitive with bugs around their eyes than others.
Hi, baby girl.
But for her, she actually let us put a fly mask on her, so we did that to help her out, and it seems to be working.
Good girl. What's up?
Okay, let's see.
Hi, baby girl.
What can you see out of them?
Yep, they can see perfectly fine.
If I had an extra fly mask,
All right, well,
I
let
could
me
show
tell you
them.
guys some more facts unless anybody has some questions or anything they want to say.
Remember, National I Love Horses Day is this Friday, although, let's be honest, we celebrate it every day.
day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But if you love horses, and we hope you do if you're watching this, tell us in the comments why you love horses or anything you might want to know about horses.
Absolutely. Oh, look who found our lunch tray.
Uh-oh.
I like how you called it a picnic area, because it really is.
Yay. Oh, I'm so happy she's enjoying it.
Cindy, if anything motivates her, it's definitely food.
Look at this.
I do not blame her.
Oh, we've got
Alfalfa, cookies, alfalfa, and carrots.
goodness. You girls are spoiled. We love it.
She's like, I want to walk away, but this is also yummy, so I think I'll stay. All right, I'm going to try to get my paper without scaring her.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rose. Are you going to check it out, too? Go for it, girl. Go for it. You can have a picnic lunch.
She's like, I like the alfalfa.
All right, let me give you some more fun facts here while we're watching these girls enjoy their picnic. So, obviously, horses are herbivores. They have 205 bones in their body. We have 206.
Yep.
I think that's pretty cool. And the other cool fact is if you work with horses in therapy, or therapy horses, children that, or adults that have trouble walking
Yep.
can get that same muscle movement from a horse's hip movements. They're very similar to our own hip movements, which is why they use them in therapy.
Yep.
Let's see, what else? Horses can live to be up to 35 years old if they're healthy.
Yep.
But do you know how old the oldest living horse was?
I think it was 52.
Close. 62 years old.
I was
That's
a little
amazing.
off,
That
yeah.
is not usual.
Because I've met a couple horses that were about 37. So as we domesticate them more, they actually do live longer in captivity because there are, advancing technologies and medicines that
Yep.
can help keep them healthier. Specifically, the issue that usually takes out horses is colic and then hoof issues.
Yep.
So since our technology has advanced in those things, it usually prolongs their life a little bit more. So, wow, 62, I want to see a photo of that horse.
Yeah, seriously. So let's see.
Can any of you guys hear these chomps? Because they are loud.
They're loving it. I wish Kelly would come over. Poor Kelly.
Kelly is like, I release endorphins by watching my girls
Yeah.
have a good time.
That's okay. I used to be like that when I was younger. I
Yeah.
just watched from a distance.
Watch from a distance.
Hi, Rose. Don't eat-
Actually, when I
don't
was
eat my
a
cookies.
child, I was very shy.
Were you?
And quiet. I didn't talk much.
I have these. Thank you.
And my mom brought me around horses, and that's actually what got me out of my shell. They gave me a pitchfork, and they were like, here you go, you could go and take care of the horse. And I was all for it as a kid.
Hi,
And
honey bun.
ever since then, they couldn't keep me away. So
Yep, the same here. Hi, honey. Let's see. Horses can run up to 27 miles per hour. Some of them can run faster than that. Let's see. What else did I not tell you? Oh, I thought this was interesting. Horses cannot breathe through their mouths.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Yep, I knew that. They have a flap. It's called the epiglottis. It blocks off airflow and fluid flow that comes back up. So they can inhale, but they can't exhale.
Which means
and they can't regurgitate either.
Exactly. Which is why they get so sick. That's why colic is so dangerous.
Right.
Let's see. We talked about their ears. They have 10 muscles in their ears. They can hear up to 2.5 miles away.
Ooh, I did not know that. I mean, I knew they could hear far, but 2.5 miles.
Yeah, pretty good. I wish
Yeah.
I could hear that that far away. So if you're around a horse and they're looking at something that you don't know what they're looking at, just be aware because they probably hear something you don't.
Right.
You can tell how old a horse is by looking at their teeth. And did you know that male horses have more teeth than females?
Yes.
Isn't
Because
it?
they have the canines.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? I thought that was interesting.
They're like, don't worry, we'll clean it up, Alex.
Let's see, what else can I tell you? A female horse and a male donkey make a mule. And then the opposite, a female horse and a male donkey, or no, a male horse and a female donkey make a hinny.
Hinny, yep.
Mules and hinnies cannot have babies.
Nope. They are sterile.
Yep, they are sterile. Let's see.
And they're actually highly intelligent. That's the sad part, because they're very intelligent. So the mules here can actually open up doors, and they can recognize, like, they can distinguish between me, Susan, Melissa, and all the other staff. Like, most of the horses, they know, like, a staff member coming with food is feeding them. But a mule can be like, okay, that's Susan, that's Morgan, they can kind of distinguish us by our faces, and it's kind of crazy how intelligent they are.
Yeah. I think all equines are known for being intelligent and loyal, but yeah, mules and donkeys are known for their intelligence. Yeah.
Yes. And they're very stoic, so a lot of people take them on trail rides and backpacking rides because they will actually protect themselves from wolves, coyotes, even bears.
Yep.
But for the most part, yeah, they're very stoic and they're beautiful, and they are muscular too.
Yep.
They're usually pretty dense.
I think they're funny too. They crack me up.
Yeah,
the mules crack me up.
They crack me up. When they open the doors too, that's when they really crack me up.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you can't lock me in. I'm gonna just come out.
Hi, baby girl. I know these bugs are terrible, aren't they? Here, you want some more carrots? Come here. Look.
She's like, yes, yes I do.
Look, I'm sitting on my cookies. Oh, you want these? Come here.
Hi, Kelly, thanks for joining.
Hey, Kelly. Did you know that horses can experience REM sleep just like we do?
Yep.
Which means they probably dream.
Yep.
Yep. Hi, girls. Come here. Come here. Let's fix your mess. Can we fix your mess? Here.
Like, I've seen foals, when they sleep, you'll usually see them, like, running a little bit. That's usually when they sleep the best, when they're young, because they have their moms to protect them.
Can I sit
So
close to you?
usually you'll find them
Hi.
napping in the field and almost running like a dog sleeping.
That's so cute.
So when you work with babies eventually, you'll probably get to experience that.
Oh, I missed that part because I was concentrating on her.
Oh, so babies are usually the ones that experience it the most. You usually see them napping in the field under their moms or next to their
Yep.
moms, and they'll like run almost like a dog sleeping.
I love that.
So it is true that they have REM sleep. I do believe that they dream, but I think they dream the best when they're babies.
Yeah.
Because their moms are there to protect them.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that makes sense. Hi, girly.
You guys missed it, but right behind you, Kelly was rubbing her head up
Oh.
against Cindy.
Aww.
To be very affectionate to each other.
Aw, that's so
Maybe she was
sweet.
helping bat away some flies.
And Cindy's bringing some hay over for her.
How nice of you, Cindy.
Aw.
What a good girl.
They're sharing. Oh.
We love the friendship.
It's like, here, have some.
Good.
Here, you want... I'm going to throw a cookie and see if that... Oh, nope. Rose, you chased her away.
Rose
she can have
gets a little
some.
jealous sometimes.
Yeah. Hi, girly. I know you like the cookies. You want that? You want that? Not my finger.
We have a nice roll.
Aww. She's very happy.
She's like, I got some treats, but the bugs are just making me
Yeah.
itch a little bit.
Well, you guys are getting a good show today. Aren't these girls amazing? I
Yeah.
love these girls.
I love these girls too.
Hi, honey bunny.
Especially given what they've been through, it's just amazing how much they've settled down here and learned to trust this place. And
Yeah.
it's amazing what we do here.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's a magical thing. Hi, honey bunny. Yeah, I don't have any more. Come here.
Even Kelly, who is usually a very shy mare, she's hanging out near us, and usually she won't even approach people. So this is beautiful how much we can like relax, and it gets them to relax too and open up and show their little personalities.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. I love getting to know each one. I'm still getting to know everybody. So I'm really happy to be in here, getting to know Cindy a little bit more and Kelly a little bit more.
Yep.
Because I know Rose, because Rose is very friendly and she'll come up and...
To the fence line.
Right.
Right.
But the other two, not so much, so I'm really happy to be in here.
Yeah.
Hi, girly.
Oh, Jean, thanks so much for your comment. She's just thanking us for doing this.
Of course, our pleasure.
Doing this, giving you guys an inside look at some of our equine residents and what we do here.
Absolutely. They have completely, I don't know if I can show you. Whoop.
It's gone.
It's gone for the most part.
And when we move all this stuff out of here, they're just going to clean up all the scraps. So it's going to be great. They're going to be full for the night. And
We made them a little thirsty.
oh, and look, they're actually drinking some water now.
No, see, it is hot.
Speaking of water, did you know that one horse can't, well, you probably do.
Yeah.
They drink a lot of water per day. Their bodies are 50% water.
Yep.
And they drink between 10 and 25 gallons of water per day per horse.
Yep, per horse.
Yep.
Usually on hot days, we fill up their waters maybe 3 or 4 times a day. It just depends on how hot it is. During the winter, they actually drink a little bit less, but they still drink about 10 gallons. So that's still 2 buckets of water per day.
Yep. It's amazing. I need to get better at drinking water and all, but
Yeah.
but I definitely do.
I think my water bottle is about a liter.
Yeah.
I probably fill that up 4 times a day.
That's amazing.
So-
I need to do that.
A lot of water because a lot of the sun, you can get heat stroke, heat exhaustion. So if I am drinking a lot of water, I know that I should probably check waters a little more frequently that day because they're probably also going to be drinking.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have a coat on their body, so imagine walking around in a winter coat in the summer. You're probably going to be very thirsty and want to be in the shade. So a lot of the times on hot days, you'll see the horses hanging out in their stalls. They came out for a few minutes, but even now they're back in their stalls.
Yep.
It is hot.
Yeah.
So,
And they have fans in their stalls. It's
Yep.
cooler in their stalls.
Yep.
Not as buggy.
yep.
Well, this has been fun. Do we have any other questions or comments?
Now,
Okay. Well, let's see.
they love horses. You guys have any other reasons? I mean, the reasons are countless, aren't they?
Yeah.
For me, they are, yeah.
I think a big reason that I love horses is when I see kids interact with horses. Like I was saying, when I was younger, I was very, very shy. But as I got older and I was able to work with kids at summer camps, and you see these kids that are maybe the same, they're very closed off, but the second they see a horse, they're like, their eyes light up, their personalities come out, and even some of the horses can pick up on that, and they'll be more in tune with them, and they'll relax a little bit more so that the kids can come over and like pet them. So that's definitely one thing I love about horses is how much they get kids to open up, or just people in general to open up.
Yeah, I've seen that also.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It really is amazing. Aw. I feel like they both helped Kelly get out of her shell a little.
Oh yeah, for sure. She's like, okay, I see you guys are having fun. I'll join in a little bit. And they're like, here, have some.
Yeah.
They're trying to like share with her.
Oh, that was so sweet.
And that's the beauty about putting them in groups and seeing that herd kind of lifestyle. I know that recently we had all the gates opened up and connected so that they can all roam around. And it's beautiful to see that too, because horses, they want to be together.
Yes.
So it's amazing how they can create a dynamic to actually make it work.
Yep, absolutely.
And it's beautiful. We could learn something from them every day.
Absolutely. Now, if you guys are wondering why they have numbers on their backs, it's because they were PMU mares. So they were known by their number, unfortunately. She's not quite sure. She's going back in. We're safe.
She's like, wait, everyone's inside? Okay, I have to go.
Yeah. So let's see, I can give you guys some more facts. Do you know how big a horse heart is?
I'm thinking 8 pounds.
I think you have the weight correct.
Okay.
It's the size of a basketball.
Oh, well, yeah.
Rose is saying hello.
About that.
Yeah, isn't that
that big.
crazy to think that a horse's heart is that big? I think it's crazy.
Well, their digestive tract is
Huge.
huge. I'm pretty sure just their small intestine alone is about 110 feet.
Yep.
So
amazing.
if you lay that out, that's probably from this fence to close to like that fence.
It's amazing. But they really are just amazing just to be around. I could sit here all day. You probably could too. It's just amazing. Let's see. What else can I read to you? I read about the reading human emotions. They can read facial expressions. Kelly's saying hello too. Nodding her head up and down. There are 160 various horse breeds around the world. Look at Kelly.
She's adorable.
She is.
She has the prettiest face too.
She really is. So they have a frog on the bottom of their foot that acts as a shock absorber for their feet. Horses do not have good depth perception. However, they can see better at night than we can.
Yes.
They're very sensitive. I'm sure everybody that has been around horses realizes in the summer they can feel a fly landing on their backs. So can you imagine how important it is that we're soft with their bodies?
Yep.
They can feel everything. When you're riding, they can feel every leg movement, everything. You do not need to be rough with a horse at all. Let's see. They're meant to have a lot of small meals. In the wild, they graze 14 to 16 hours a day.
Yep.
So if they don't have food for long periods of time, that can be bad.
Yep. It's called continuous eating. And usually in the wild, they will rotate. So there will be one group that grazes, one group that keeps a lookout, another group that goes and grazes, another group that keeps a lookout, and they'll keep rotating throughout the day.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love it. Every fact that I read, it's like, it's just so amazing. It's just,
it's like a giant community.
It really
of giant animals.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see, what else? We talked about the ear position. Oh, do you know why horses' legs don't get frostbite?
No.
Because it's all bone. So they're not as susceptible to frostbite in the wintertime.
Right, because there's blood vessels that go down there, but not
No
many.
muscle mass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
No muscle mass below the knee, so they're more resilient to the cold. So I thought that was kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
Well, yeah. And their coats contain oils that repel water and trap pockets of warm air near their skin. So yes, they do need rain sheets once in a while because they can get rain rot, but they don't always need it.
Right.
Unless it's very, very wet or they're prone to it. You can put a waterproof blanket on.
Right.
They have sheds to go into.
Usually if I'm giving a horse a bath, you usually hose them off and it won't even look like, it'll look like the water is just beating off of them. The way that you have to penetrate is you use water and soap and a scrubby, and that's what gets down underneath that first layer of coat. So.
Yeah. Well, I think these girls are pretty relaxed. They had their snacks. They had their lunch. They're good to go. So,
Hanging in the shade now.
yeah, so we will end it here unless anybody has anything they want to ask or they want to share with us. Okay.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for joining us. It's a beautiful day here, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes.